If you're finding that your kids are having trouble with things like time management, organization skills, and kind of just maintaining attention on the tasks at hand, we're here to help. My name is Shahzad. I'm the co-founder here at Axiom Learning. And we've got a webinar coming up on June 24th that we'd love to have you join us for. We're going to talk about somewhere between 7 and 10 things to help your kids with time management skills, organization skills, how to maintain attention for tasks, especially when they're tasks they don't necessarily want to do. Just to give you an example, one of the things that we're going to talk about is something we call the Time Vortex. Let me just pull it up here. The Time Vortex is essentially are the things that are in and around me primed or positioned for me to be successful in getting the things that I need to get done, right? So things like, is my body ready to go, right? Am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Am I feeling a little bit antsy or anxious, right? If you've got any of those things happening, then it's going to be harder for me to work. And the ultimate strategy we're going to use for all these categories is something called name it, tame it, and shift, which is to say, it's hard for me to figure out what to do unless I first name what it is that's getting in the way, figure out how to address it, and then kind of shift my attention towards the things that are more productive and will help me be successful, right? So there's my body, which I just talked about. There's my attention. It turns out, for example, having a smartphone in the room, not just near me or next to me or where I can see it, just having a smartphone anywhere in the room makes it harder for me to pay attention, right? So knowing that, for example, knowing that smartphones have that impact on me means that I probably don't want a smartphone in my room when I'm trying to get important things done that otherwise require all of my attention, right? Am I feeling overwhelmed? Am I feeling sad? Is there something about how my emotions are kind of structured that are making it hard for me to operate, right? Again, name it. You feel upset. You seem upset. Is there anything I can do to help? Where is that, kind of what is the source of that? And then you name it, you tame it, and before you move on to the work at hand, you've got to make sure that they're in a good place again, right? The same thing is true about your space. Do you have everything that you need within arm's reach before you get started, rather than spending all your time chasing materials down, for example, right? And then when you think about your actual assignment or the work that you're trying to do you know before you get started what success looks like? Right? Do you know how long it's going to take? Do you know what it feels like when you're going off on a tangent and how to bring yourself back? For a lot of those things, some of us are really good at that. For a lot of these things, our kids really struggle. And so some of these things are a little bit harder than others. All of these things are addressable. We've got lots of great ideas that we're really excited to share with you. Again, it's June 24th, 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. If you're somewhere in the middle of the country, do the math. But we'd love to see you on June 24th. And register if you would today. And then until then, stay safe and be well.